Morning, Abotai. Yesterday we were speaking about some of the halachot of the mitzvah of Oneg Shabbat, enjoyment of Shabbat. There's an interesting Gemara in Masechet Pesachim Daf Samacheh that says that on Shabbat a person has to enjoy himself with good foods, drinks, clean clothes, and obviously, besides for the Torah and Tefillah, there has to be this materialistic pleasure as well. There's an interesting machloket in the beginning of Siman Resh Mem Bet. The Olat Shabbat writes that if a person wants to spend the entire Shabbat steeped in these materialistic pursuits of achilah, shtiyah, eating, drinking, enjoyment, as long as he doesn't miss Zman Tefillah, you can do that all Shabbat. Magen Avraham disagrees. He says, Ma pitom. He brings ra'ayot that you have to also do Oneg Shabbat. But you also have to learn, you have to spend time not only in Tefillah, you have to do the spiritual Oneg as well. B'chen Halacha. A lot of women and girls also, they spend Shabbat, they learn, they read Tehillim, learn Pirkei Avot, which is also an important thing for them as well. The Tikkunei Zohar writes that a person was given money by Kadosh Baruch Hu to do Oneg Shabbat. If a person does not do Oneg Shabbat, the word Oneg, which is enjoyment, pleasure, flips into the word Nega, and that money turns into Bar Minan. It can be not a good thing for the household. So a person has to be very careful. Also, the Kaf HaChaim quotes the Zohar HaKadosh that says that HaKadosh Baruch Hu sends Malachim to check on a person to see how he's doing Oneg Shabbat. They look at the table. So because of that, Agon Kaf HaChaim writes that you should not have anything that's lowly, mevuzeh, on the table. Even if you're eating alone, it should always be set Lichvot Shabbat. Women are also equally obligated in this mitzvah, especially since they are the ones in general that prepare the food and the table and whatever, so they have a special share in this mitzvah. There's a very interesting Magid Mesharim. Marana Bet Yosef had a malach that used to come learn with him and used to teach him the secrets of the Torah and certain behaviors. And the malach told Marana Bet Yosef, he says, make sure when you enjoy Shabbat, enjoy, but don't eat too much. Why? Because after Shabbat, if you are not feeling well as a result of the food, and you regret having eaten, as the Gemara tells us in Masechet Kiddushin, if a person is tohea l'rishonot, if a person regrets having done a mitzvah, you lose all the sachar. So don't eat so much on Shabbat so that you regret having done the mitzvah of Oneg Shabbat. Rabbeinu Chaim Palachi quotes that as well in his Mo'ed L'Kol Chai, Kaf HaChaim. Shla HaKadosh also understands, that's why it says, V'karata l'Shabbat Oneg. It says that a person should be mit'aneg because of the Shabbat, not just ourselves. It should be l'shem shamayim. Nevertheless, the Ben Ish Chai writes that if a person, when he enjoys Shabbat, he's doing it for the kavanah of Shabbat, but also for himself a little bit. He likes to enjoy. He says he's yotzei dechovah, not necessarily the highest level, but he's still yotzei dechovah. So I thought of a chidush also. If a person's on a diet, he's trying to watch his weight. The same thing that the malach told Maran. If a person eats so much that after Shabbat he goes on the scale, sees what. He gains a little bit of weight on Shabbat. That's natural. But if a person gained a lot of weight over Shabbat, and then he thinks to himself, Chavan that I ate so much on Shabbat because now he gained so much weight, then he also loses the mitzvah of the Oneg Shabbat. So the same svara, we have to be careful to keep everything in proportion. Have a good day.